This video was sponsored by EA. And so here we are at the finale of my bucket list that The Sims 4 gave to me to celebrate the new Sims 4 Life and Death expansion pack. Now EA have asked me to build my dream house, but... House? What's a house? Now EA have asked me to build my dream home, but the opposite. So we're going to be calling this the Nightmare House. I'm going to be building a house in the worst style that I can imagine, and also furnishing each room in the worst style that I can imagine. Think awful floor plans, think disgusting wallpapers, think awful sofas. You get the picture, and we're going to be spoilt for choice, aren't we? So I've got ideas on how I want to build this house today. We're going to head on over to Newcrest, and that is where we're going to start this. This is going to be a little bit of a mini series. Today, we're going to start on the exterior itself, and then we're going to get into the rooms. And we're going to make this a kind of 3-4 part series, I think. So, yes. Am I looking forward to this? In a way, because it's going to be fun, but also no. Because we're going to be making some really bad choices today, and I can only apologize for it. So without further ado, let's fly on over to Newcrest and let's go through some ideas for the start of my nightmare house. And so here we are, my loves, on a 40 by 20 lot in the world of Newcrest. And this is where the nightmare house is going to spawn. That's how I'm going to describe it. Yes, I am. Hello. Anyway, so there's a particular style of building that I really detest, but it's weirdly also one of my favorite styles of building. It just needs to be done correctly. Now that is going to be the takeaway word of this today. Correctly done. We're going to be doing it incorrectly. This is my own opinion. You might think this is marvelous. I don't. I really detest it. Now I love seeing older period architecture with modern influences on it or extensions that just look great. For example, a couple of them I'm going to pop up on the screen for you now. This, like a nice thatched cottage with a glass box on the outside, or even this like old stone kind of Cotswold looking house, again with an extension on. That's been tastefully done. I love that. However, what I really don't like, and I'm seeing a lot of them these days, are this kind of monstrosity here. A 1930s house, lovely 1930s house that has just been slapped across the face and called... I'm going to mute that because this is a sponsored video, but I think you all know where I'm going with it. I don't understand it. It kind of just devoids the whole personality. Here's another example, like this one. Like, look at all the houses next to it. Lovely Victorian, terraced, beautiful houses. And then this monstrosity sat next to it like that. I'm sorry, I cannot deal with that. I really cannot. It's I don't know what it is. It just makes me really, really angry that they've just ripped all of these beautiful period features off and made this monstrosity out of the house. You might like it. It might be your style. Then you crack on. You've just got no taste. But there's just something about it that I really, really detest. So we are going to go down the route of doing that today. And I'm thinking more along the lines of the second option, like that white sort of like house. I think we should go for that. And just make it look devoid of any kind of personality whatsoever. Well, there is personality there. It's just a really bad personality. And then we're going to get into the rooms. And the rooms are not going to match the house in the slightest. I'm going to be making the most garish, awful rooms to go with this new series of the Nightmare House. So without further ado, let's make a bloody start then, shall we? We're going to go for this one. Right. I might even use a little bit of custom content here and there, but the only problem is custom content is gorgeous to look at, so I might struggle. We're going to do medium height walls because this is a Victorian house. It's not anymore. It's an absolute travesty. But this was a Victorian house, a lovely Victorian house that has just been, you know, as I've said, slapped across the face. And that is how I'm going to stick to it. I think I'm going to do that awful like inner bit there as well. If I can go to there and then across to there, would that be wide enough? That might do. Okay, so I'm going to make the floor plan really bad as well. So we might have bedrooms like downstairs in between like the dining room and stuff. This is going to be a mess. I'm just pre-warning you now. I'm just pre-warning you so you all know what to expect, because yeah, nothing more needs to be said, really. Nothing more at all. What is this here? What is this? This is that door there. So this kind of comes out one here weirdly. Oh, it's kind of back here a bit, isn't it? Hang on. Yeah, no, that's right. So this kind of goes down this way. And then does it open out there slightly? I think it does, but only just slightly. I'm going to do 3 just so we can get a little bit more room down here, as if we're going to need it. And then we're going to do a shape like this on the back, I think, and then bring that all the way down to there, and then hope for the best with that. I think that could work. And the same up here as well. Oh, actually, now I'm looking at this. This does need to be wider here, much wider. I think that needs to be a kind of 4 there, which in turn is going to make me widen this here as well. Nope, I was wrong. I was wrong about that because this is going to go over the top of here for some reason. I don't know why they've done that. I really don't. That makes me very sad. Okay, yeah, and then that goes all the way down to there like that, I think. Yeah, but then this here comes out on top because that's going to be the modern extension bit. Like, I love modern extensions on period houses, I really do, but there's just a correct way of doing it. And what I'm seeing lately with all of these houses that have been slapped across the face, it's just not the way. It's not the way for me. You know, could be for someone else, but again, they are completely wrong. Right, and then we're going to go all the way down here. I think this is going to be kind of a simple shape on top, to be honest. Yeah, we'll box it in first. That might all change. We'll see what happens with that. Let me see this. Oh, dear. Oh, dear, indeed. I'd love to see this house. No, I would not like to see this house front on. What am I talking about? I've not got a stomach strong enough for that. I do think this needs to be slightly skinnier. It does. We need to whop you into like that and plop you like that, my love. Yeah, I think that would do. I think also what I'm going to do, just because I can, I'm just going to make this one more over this way. Do about there. Like this. Yes, I'm going to use AstroTurf as well and stuff in the garden. You know where we're going. You know where we're going with this. That's all I need to say. Right, okay, so roof line. This roof line is going to be absolutely awful. I may even reduce the size of it this way. We're going to see what happens. And that roof line is going to do, I think. Oh dear. Right, we're going to crack on. Half walls, please. I'm going to flop these half walls around on this point here, I think, first. Yeah, this is going to be the modern extension bit. This whole bit here. The whole back of the house I'm going to do as a modern extension. Oh. I don't know if I've got the stomach. I think I'm going to wrap it around to about there. Yeah, no, that should be fine. Okay. And we've also got a half wall up on top of here as well. I don't think I'm going to go as tall as the back bit, but I'm going to put this one on. Because they got rid of that wonderful roof line that was on top of this, and they've just left it like this. Like, honestly, did these people seriously go to architecture school? Like, did they? Because if they did, they need to go back and revisit what they learned, or what they didn't learn, you know? Just saying. Wondering whether... No, I was going to make this slightly wider on this side, but I'm not. I'm going to keep it as it is. So, we need a white side. We need some white exterior paint. And here she is. I've managed to use in-game wallpapers as well. So, I'm going to try and stick with not using custom content. Because I think we can create my nightmare house without the use of beautiful custom content anyway, to be honest with you. So, that is indeed what we're going to do, I think. Okay, well, there we are. I'm going to now pick out the roof texture. In fact, we can do that together. It's weirdly like a red terracotta tile. Like even the houses on the street, well, they do have red terracottas, but they're aged. We're going to go for this one. Oh, dear. Okay. And then we're going to use a reddish trim as well. Yep. I think I'm going to do that. Oh, dear. Okay. All right. Well, there we are. Now, the windows. I have a feeling... these windows here from Snowy Escape are going to be the ones to use on the majority of this build because they're just the right size. Also, this one here as well. I think this could work. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to pick out the doors and the windows and we're going to put them around together. Now, I've picked the windows and the door for the front of the exterior and I think it looks as similar as what we possibly can get it to the actual reference image. And... we're going to go with that. Now, I haven't picked it for anywhere else because I haven't picked a floor plan out yet. And we're going to pick a floor plan out now to get there. Now, this is going to be a really bad floor plan. We're going to try and make this work. We're going to see what happens. We're going to go for some white stairs on the inside. We're going to flop you to around about there. The stairs, and I want to go double with the stairs, please. So, in fact, I might... No, I am. Am I going to keep it next to the window? Do you know what? It's a bad floor plan. Yes. Yes. Yes, we are indeed. Right. Okay. So, you come in through this way. Now, this is where everything's going to go to shit, really. So you come in through this way. And to get into the living room, you've got to come through a bathroom. We're going to put a bathroom there. That is... Yep, and we're going to have this really weird space in here as well. Okay. Bathroom straight into the living room, I think. Bathroom straight into the living room. Oh my God. It's paining me to do this. Do you... You don't understand how much this is paining me, but it is. I'm going to make the bathroom bigger, actually, because what I would probably want to do is have Jack and Jill doors. One into the living room and then one into the back area here, which is going to be this weird hallway. Weird hallway across that way there. With a... No, because that's just going to make it too interesting. I was going to put a half wall there to, like, open it up, but I'm not going to do that. Okay. And then we're going to have a really long kitchen at this end. Just a really long galley kitchen with only one entrance. You can't even get out to the back garden area from there either. So that's what's going to happen with that. I'm also going to do 2 bedrooms. two single bedrooms just off the hallway there as well. My God. You don't realise how hard this is for me. This is very, very hard to do. It really is, but I'm going to try it. And I think what we're going to do is have a utility room there with a dining room here and some kind of garden sort of sunroom here. So I can at least put some bifo doors there to make the exterior look like it's supposed to. I think that's how I want to do it. Yeah, that is how I want to do it. But I'm going to change the top area of the house. I want the top area of the house to kind of look like it belongs to the original part of the house. So let me just get rid of you and cut you off to about there. I mean, that even makes a little bit more sense, but I'm doing it anyway. We're doing it anyway. And then I can make this look like the original part of the house, you know. Maybe this can be a little bit of a balcony, but with some weird stuff on top of it. That could be a vibe. An awful vibe, but a vibe nonetheless. We'll put quite a high half wall up here, so... Maybe it'll block out some views and stuff. You know, just thinking outside of the box. Big, like, massively outside of the box to make it awful. If I can do that, then. Let me just see this. Let me see what this is going to give us. It's giving what I want it to. And that, my loves, is awfulness. So I'm going to wrap that there like that. Colour the rest of the walls that I've left out. Okay. Okay. That is what we've done. So we're up here into the floor plan upstairs now. Again, apologies. So this is going to be the only hallway. Just this bit here. And this is going to be a bathroom. A big long bathroom. This one's going to be... In fact, to make it make sense, and I know that we're not making sense here, I'm going to make the hallway like that so we can at least get access out onto the balcony, you know? And I think we should do another tiny little bedroom there. In fact, let's do loads of little tiny bedrooms. I can't do this. It's making me really sad when I'm thinking about it. It really is. As a Virgo, this is paining me. Maybe 2 bedrooms. Let's go for 2 smaller bedrooms here. One bigger, one slightly bigger than the other. And let's do a really thin hallway. Really thin hallway to a main bedroom that is going to stretch across the whole of the front of the facade. Okay, so we've got a hallway there. What's this going to be? Maybe we should just make this into one big bathroom. Do you know what? We're going to do that. We're going to make this into one huge bathroom here. You know, I don't like to furnish bathrooms, so this is going to be painful. So it is a nightmare in itself. So now that hideous floor plan has been created, we can now go ahead and put in the windows, can't we? So we can do this together as well. Why not? Oh, how dare you? How dare you indeed? Let's get that on there. Thank you. Probably want to go with the bigger ones, don't we, for the bedrooms? So I'm going to do one big one there. Is that at the right height? It appears to be. One big one there. We may as well put 2 big ones in, aren't we? Let's do some more bifo doors up here. And I think that's the windows for upstairs. Now downstairs is going to be a little bit different. Can I match that? Oh no, I'm going to put them off center. Oh God. It's getting worse. It's getting worse as we go on. It really is. We're going to put windows off Keita, loves. Oh, I know. Shocking. Right, we're going to flop one to there as well. Let's put as many windows as we possibly can on it. And that is not a bad thing. Don't get me wrong. But I'm just going to go to town. Oh, no, that looks too matching to me. We need to put them like that. Oh, God. It's getting into McMansion territory now. And just to finish it off, why don't we just put a random one up there as well? Let's put it really near to the edge, though, just so it looks really, you know what? That's quite interesting, actually. Interesting. I use the word interesting loosely. So this is the big bathroom that we're going to be putting in. Let's put a window there. Let's do another one there as well into the random hallway. And then what we got going on down here, is that the utility room? It is the utility. Let's grab a couple of these smaller ones out. One into the utility room here. What was this going to be again? A dining room? It's a bit small for a dining room. I can't remember. That is going to be some kind of room. So let's put in some weird windows at the back here as well. There we are. All off center and whatnot. And then we've also got the kitchen to contend with as well. So I'm just going to flop up another one of these windows there. Let's get some bifo doors on the back there. These kind of houses love a bifo door. I love a bifo door too, but not on these kind of houses. Oh, that's bad. That's so bad. It's lovely. So we're going to stick with that. Yes, indeed. She's coming along. And I know there's going to be someone out there that says, I actually quite like it. And to that, I would say, you need to stop watching my videos right away. Thank you. I'm joking. Please don't stop watching. Yeah, there we are. I think that is the windows and the doors in, my loves. That is our nightmare house semi-done on the exterior. Now, with this house that I'm looking at, it has got its original Victorian kind of wall around it. I think we could go one better with that and use the wall that I never really get to use just because I don't really like it. It's got the vibe of a Victorian wall and I think I want to get it in here. Yes, I think that could work. And then, oh, I kind of want a car here. Yeah, I think that would be a good carport actually. So maybe I'll just do the ward there and then maybe just bring it down to around about there. So they can park their car there. And also, this is making sense, Aiden. We shouldn't be doing this, but I'm going to do it anyway. And I'm going to try and match in as perfectly as I can using the sidewalk slabs. And bring this all the way down to around about there like this. I mean, that does work, but it has got brick. Maybe we could go for brick instead. Grey brick. They would definitely have grey brick. Yes, and I think it would be lined this way like this. Oh, yeah, this would be it. There would be not a hint of grass here, and there isn't. There isn't at all. It would be astroturf and concrete. So that is indeed what we're going to be doing. I'm going to flop that all the way around there like that. Yeah, that is the tickety-boo right there. And I'm going to take it all the way up on that point there. And I might even do the same back here as well. Why not? We may as well. There we go. There we go indeed. And they would definitely have some kind of modern fence wrapping the whole of that astroturfed garden. So that is indeed, again, what we're going to do now. Let's flop this all the way around. I might even take it up here, actually. Take it up the back alley. We're gonna leave that in. Oh dear. Oh dear indeed. Right, so they would have some kind of generic patio back here, but they would also have astroturf. Without a doubt, astroturf would be here. They would also have a hot tub. So I'm going to use this one here, the greyish tile from Get Together. And I'm going to give them patio that goes to there and also comes all the way back to this house here. All the way to the back of the house. Yes, and then this is all going to be astroturf. And I think I'm going to darken it down like that. The green. Yes. That's the ticket. That is the absolute ticket right there. And of course they would have a very posh sports car at the front of the house. Maybe even two. They'd have two. We're going to do one there. It would be like a his and her moment. Probably the same cars. Oh no, they would have a Range Rover. I don't have a Range Rover in game. Oh, but they do have an Audi TT lookalike in custom content. So we're going to be using a little bit of custom content. Let's just say that. And it would be in a white, wouldn't it? Yes, a white Audi TT. I'm going to flop you to around about there. Might even pull you up a little bit further, actually. So So we can get on as many cars as possible. Oh dear. Now looking at this reference image, there is nothing else I need to put on the front of this house because there is nothing else to put on in the reference image at all. But I still think that we could make this look extra hideous. So I'm thinking fountain at the front of the house. You know, it would be that kind of establishment. That was probably a little bit too big. That was probably a little bit too ornate. That one could work, but if the swatches are not good... Oh, that's not too bad. I think that would probably be the best. I mean, I'd love to use this, but look at the bloody size of it, you know? I think that would probably be the best with what we're working with here. Now, this is something I used to do in my houses a lot when I was first started building, but these spotlights here, I used to use them to death. I really did. So I think we should do a big line of them going all the way up to the front door, just in case they don't see where they're walking, you know? So I'm going to make sure that they can see this all the way up to the middle of the front door. God, you know, just in case. In fact, why don't we do like a row of them, you know, like an airport runway. There we go. That's much better. What do you look like at night, my love? Oh, lovely. Yeah. Yeah, there'll be planes landing here. That's for sure. And there's always, like, I've noticed with these kind of style houses as well, there's always unnecessary exterior lighting. So maybe we should go down the route of doing that also. And use these. And use the LED strips. Oh, it would be, wouldn't it? Well, we're doing this. We're doing LED strips on every place that I can put them. So let's do a couple here. Probably going to have to, like, overlap a few here and there. There we are, like this. There. Oh, not for you, my darling. Let's flop you to there. And to here too. And let's go back here as well. Oh, that's beautiful. That. Why don't we go at nighttime, actually, so we can see the full effect? This is what's going to make it. It really is. Screw the trim, the freeze. We are going to be doing LED strips instead. Oh, how marvellous. Yes. Wrap them all the way around, please. There we are. They're probably going to be hanging off the edge a little bit, but you know, we are glittering a turd. So, oh, those two are floating. We're just going to let them be. I'm not going to be able to do it up on that bit there. That's fine. We can go underneath. No, I kind of want them to be, though. Oh, damn. Are we going to have to make that at that height instead? That's annoying. We're going to have to do it, and I'm going to have to do this manually. Excuse me. You know, something like that. Something like that. Lights that would keep the neighbours awake. You know, lights that would just shine directly into neighbours' houses next door. Just exterior lighting that there's just no use for. That's where we're going with that. And I'm thinking they'd probably want to like shine up the light a little bit more on their house and stuff as well. So why don't we even use a couple of these? Why don't we use a couple of these and just flop them just in between? Or let's get you in the middle first off. Let's flop you to there. I'm going to size these down. They're a little bit too big. And I think we could change the colour of those as well for something a little bit darker. There we go. Lovely. And I'm going to put you in that kind of orientation. And the same with you as well, my love. Let's size you down also. You're very much off from the other one. There we are. I think that's going to work out quite nicely. Oh, yes. 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 That would be the way that they would go. Do you know what? They would probably put this in front of here as well. I'm just saying. I've got a vision who would live here. I really would. But you lot can help me out with this as well. What else do you think I should put in here? We're obviously not going to get the exterior complete today. We will come back next time and finish off the exterior. But we've got a garden to furnish. What are you saying with a garden? Give me some ideas down below. And I'd be very appreciative of that, to be honest with you, because this is hurting me doing something like this. It really is. But this is where we're going to actually leave it today, because it's hurting me continuing on building this. But this is going to be fun. It really is. I can't wait to get to the interiors. I think the interiors are going to be the worst out of the whole lot of it. It really is. But that's it. Thank you so much for watching this very strange video. And I'll be back tomorrow with some more Let's Build the Worlds. Goodbye.